Okay, so I'm hoping to do a couple of videos here about Archimedean spirals, okay? Which comes up in the exam paper in the dynamic mechanism section, which is usually question C4, okay? Section C4. So the very first one here is a nice straightforward question. It's a logo which is based on the M4 motorway in Kildare. And we're asked to draw this particular artifact. So we're literally drawing what you see here, okay? So this question is 2016 higher level, question C4 part A. So 2016, question C4, and we're just looking at part A. Just looking at part A, okay? So the first thing I'm going to do is set up the main circle that the Archimedean spiral is inside. So we can see that the circle in the question, there is a radius 100 is what the outside circle is. So that's what I'm going to draw first. Okay, so I set my compass to 100 mil. So it's quite a big drawing this, because you're literally just drawing the Archimedean spiral on its own. Okay, and I'm going to keep this in the middle of my page. Now, okay, so that's radius 100, done. And then the next thing I have to do is just locate where points A and B are on this particular artifact. So there's a line straight down from the center. I'm told that B is down 96 millimeters from the bottom, so that's point B. And I'm told that A is 60 millimeters from the center, so we'll come down 60 mil. That's A. And what I'm going to now do is I'm going to draw in a series of 30-60 angles using your 30-60 set square through the center. Now, okay, so in the description, we're asked to draw an Archimedean spiral which moves from A to B in an anti-clockwise revolution. It has an initial radius of 60 and a final radius of 96, which is what A and B are about here on this, okay? So what I'm going to do is between A and B, I'm going to do a little bit of line division, okay? So I'm going to divide the line between A and B up into 12 equal parts, because it does one revolution right around to A, okay, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 lines. So I'm going to divide the line AB up into 12 equal parts using line division. So I come off any angle I like. I'm going to show this in a different color just so it comes up a bit better on the camera. So any angle I like from any end of the line, I'm going to mark off 12 equal spaces. So I'm going to do 12 tens in my case. And I'm going to join the last one back to B. And then using sliding set squares, I'm going to bring the rest back as well. So they're all going back at the same angle as the first line. Okay. I then get my compass and I am going to swing each of the dots around to the next line. So the one just above B, I'm going to swing that to this line here, so that marks a point. The next one up, I'm going to swing that to this line. the one just above that again. Here. I'm going to swing that here. And I'm going to keep repeating that process until I get all the way around to A. So just working my way up through each dot. And I'm getting a series of dots now on my Archimedean spiral. And then finally, we finish at A. So just to go through that again, in case anyone couldn't see with my compass, if I label these, so we'll say B is the first one, okay? And then we'll have the next one up, we'll call it 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on. I have swung point 1 to line 1. I have swung 2 to line 2. And I have swung 3 to line 3. And 4 to line 4, and so on. And the point of my compass was always in the middle of the spiral. So now I have enough information to actually draw in the Archimedean spiral. So starting at B, and it's freehand, I'm drawing in the spiral heading all the way around in an anti-clockwise direction. And it just looks like exactly what was given to us in the question. Now, so that is the Archimedean spiral done, okay? And then for part B of the question, you're asked to complete the drawing using the information. So basically, what they want us to do is to get this inside circle here and to draw these series of shapes that are going around the outside, okay? So you know that each of these is 16 millimeters wide, okay? Because you're told that here it's 16 wide. So all I have to do now is draw a radius 40 and a radius 46 circle. So the radius 40 circle, I'll draw it in heavy because that's a finished line. Set my compass to 40. And I draw on that radius 40 circle right around the middle. So you're just basically drawing what you've given. There's nothing more to this really than that. That's the radius 40. And I will set it to 46. And that will be a light line, because that's what's getting the tops and bottoms of the rectangles, the pattern that go around, well, not rectangles, just the pattern that's going around the outside. The Archimedean spiral finishes off the rest. So all I have to do now is go 8 mil left and 8 mil right of each of these lines. And that's essentially it. And that finishes off the question. So I'll do the first one here. So I'm just going to go 8 mil to the left. Then I'm going to go 8 mil to the right. And then those lines go back parallel. So the same angle as this line is at here. I slide out to that dot. That's heavy there. And this one to this dot. That's heavy there. And then you can use your compass to get this little section in here in heavy. And then this section out here then is freehand because that's part of the Archimedean spiral. And I just repeat the process for the rest of the rectangles, or I keep calling them rectangles, they're not rectangles, for the rest of the shapes around the outside. So I'm just going 8 to the left, 8 to the right, same angle as that line 2, set up like so. This much is heavy here, and this is heavy here. Okay, so I don't think there's any need for me to record any longer on this. I'm just going to keep repeating that until I get right around to A, just like what's shown here in the question, getting the rest of these all the way around right to the finish. Okay, so that's our first question on spirals, and we're looking at the Archimedean spiral. In the next one, I'm going to be looking at the Archimedean spiral, but on a cone.